Welcome back. As promised, we have a very interesting discussion lined up with the management of PB Fintech. Now remember, this one is a recent listing but has had a slightly rough time since then. It listed on November 15th at 1150 rupees per share. The current market price is around 980, so it's come off quite a bit. We have Yashish Dahiya, who is the chairman and CEO of PB Fintech, joining us to make sense of which way the business is headed. And it is a very, competitive environment that they're dealing with right now. Mr. Dahiya, good morning. I want to first start by this announcement that you're setting up a subsidiary to carry on the business of an account aggregator. So basically, you will try to collate, organize financial information of customers. What is the rationale behind this, and what kind of, revenue growth or monetary potential do you see from this business?
I'm not able to hear. I cannot hear anything.
Okay, let me try again. Can you hear me now? All right, we'll try and get back to Mr. Dahiya in a bit. I think he can't hear me. But in the meantime, let's also focus on the markets, which is doing pretty well. By the way, Infosys has now hit a fresh record high. Mitesh was talking about that earlier, so that continues to be in focus. Mr. Dahiya, if my voice is reaching you now, this is Sonia here. Welcome to the show, and greetings of the season to you. I wanted to ask you a little bit about the account aggregation business that you're looking to do. What is the rationale behind it, and what is the kind of revenue or monetary potential you see with this business?
We cannot make forward-looking statements on revenue potential, etc. But in terms of, there are various rails being put out by the government. And these rails are in the form of Aadhaar, UPI, account aggregator framework, the Ayushman Bharat digital mission framework. And we are working alongside the government to make sure all of these, we lend our hand to the success of all of these, and we leverage these, data lakes as much as possible with consumer consent, with the entire framework falling into place. I guess that's what this is about. So, the various activities you would see, whether it's what we're doing in the account aggregator or whether you see what we're doing in Doc Prime, it is all about leveraging the infrastructure and popularizing the infrastructure that already exists. We in Policybazaar and Bazaar both have consumer-facing businesses which themselves have a lot of data. And of course, that becomes, very interactive when you bring it together with the account aggregator data or with the, Ayushman Bharat digital mission data.
Sure, I get that. No, the reason I'm asking you is because there's so much competition now in this entire ecosystem, right? So many new players are launching their super apps, and I'm sure pricing is also going to get very competitive. Do you think your profitability and your operating performance could get impacted as you try to sort of increase your reach?
Look, India is a big country. I don't think you can ever have a situation where you will not have competition. And I think there's enough opportunity for all the players who are going to do something good in the area. So I don't think that is the right way to look at India. And also, many times, competition is, transient. In a lot of areas, you would see there'll be lots of competition, but then when you look a few years later, the competition is not there anymore. If one started thinking about things that way, then one would almost not do anything. We look at our own business as fairly sustainable, and we look at our own, we move very carefully, and we are good with our plans here.
Mr. Dahiya, hi, good morning. Prashant this side, and
Hi, Prashant.
good to speak with you. As you said, you're a consumer-facing business, and we all have, at one point or the other, at least I have, used the platform to buy financial services products. I just have a question, a very basic, fundamental question, and this is, to my mind, a risk, a long-term risk. Are some of the companies, for example, insurance companies, who sell on your platform, sell via your platform, are they going out on their own? I mean, I'm specifically referring to HDFC Life and ICICI.
HDFC Life and ICICI Prudential are very, strong partners of ours. I think that information is wrong. But we don't comment on individual, people being there or not being there. About 90% of the market is participating on Policybazaar. And you will always have situations where one or two people would have a different strategy. And you can't have 100%. Nowhere in the world does a marketplace have 100% of participants on it. So I guess this story has been extended a bit too long. It's been now, almost every conversation I have, this is asked. Because I guess people don't have anything else to ask but this year.
Mr. Dahiya,
when you've got all the chinks in your armor covered, people are keep asking you that one question unnecessarily.
And I thought I was the first one asking this, so maybe I've not watched.
No. I've been asked about 100 times in the last 6 months.
On a serious note, you're saying that 90% of the as defined by what? As defined by
number of players. Volume of market, whichever way you look at it, right?
As a percentage of policies sold?
As a percentage of policies sold, absolutely. 90% would be with us.
Okay, then there is,
So see, whether you look at it in terms of number of companies, whether you look at it in terms of volume of business, whether you look at it in terms of number of, transactions, whichever way you look at it, 90% broadly is on the platform.
Okay, that's good to hear.
I don't see what the fuss is about, but it's okay.
What about LIC, Mr. Dahiya?
LIC, I see we have refrained from making this comment, but LIC is of course on the platform. LIC and us signed a contract about a month plus, and we did this before the IPO. But we don't comment on these things. Yeah, we don't comment on a company going on or going off. So far, I have never told anybody that LIC's signed up with us. But since you asked specifically about LIC, yes, we have signed up with them. And by the way, that's
we are running out of time. I have many questions, but sure, got that. Sorry, we are running out of time. But just one last question. Last time we spoke with you, you said that you hope to turn profitable by the next financial year. Do you hold on to that guidance?
Last time I spoke to CNBC, I said that. I think that's a surprise. That's a surprise to me.
Okay, so you can tell us now what is your guidance. When do you think the company could turn profitable?
We don't give forward-looking guidance, but since you guys keep asking me about it, yes, in about 12 months we'll be profitable. But that's going to happen naturally. That's not because we are kind of rushing it. So yes, in about 12 months' time, we will be profitable. I don't see why we will not be profitable in about 12 months' time. But that's not a that's just going to happen naturally. It's not like we are going to do something very special to become profitable.
All right, all the very best, Mr. Dahiya. Great speaking with you. Thank you very much, and appreciate your time here on CNBC TV 18. Thanks indeed. Thank you.
Okay, then.
All right, the market is up 100 plus points. 17,068 is where we are trading at, and it's looking pretty good.